lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of money on Dogecoin. Like more than you can ever fucking imagine. And I got my friends into Dogecoin. I got my family into Dogecoin. I got a lot of people I know into Dogecoin, and I even bought some with margin.
This is so sad.
And it's crashed. It's gone from like 70 cents. It's gone from it's gone from 1 cent to 70 cents and then back to 50 cents. So let's just put some logic into that. Guys, it's just getting started. There is no such thing as tops. You will not catch me selling. I'm holding. I'll see you on the other side. Hold.
Wow. Is there another side, or are we now in this crypto bear market? I've heard many opinions in the last 2 days. Some people telling us that Bitcoin is going back down to 25,000. Others saying that this is short term and that we are going to see a new high pretty soon. Which side of the fence do you sit on? And more importantly, which side of the fence does our sniper sit on? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's quite a different market now. I mean, it's not as exciting as it used to be. We used to wake up every morning, check out our coin geckos or coin market cap. Tokens used to be going up 20, 30, 40%, but it's a different type of market now. It's a market where we need to let the market calm down. We need to let the market find its space. Rudo said something very interesting. He said, you can't expect the shock to happen so quickly and then people just to recover. I mean, there's a lot of emotion. The shock was emotional. The shock was deep. A lot of people lost a lot of money. 800,000 traders with leverage got liquidated. 800,000 traders with leverage got liquidated. Let that sink in for a second. Sink in for a second. The problem with that is, unlike normal investing, people that buy on leverage, if you buy Bitcoin today and you don't buy on leverage, so you buy Bitcoin today, you hold the Bitcoin, it goes down, that's great. You hold it, it goes up again. The problem with leverage is that these guys actually got wiped. I mean, last night I had dinner with someone and he said the following to me. He said, I had money in my leverage account and I couldn't get money into the exchange because the exchange wasn't accepting money, and I got liquidated, and now I've lost all my money except the money that he was going to put it back into the exchange. That's the dangers of leverage, and I think now we got the leverage out the market, and we're going to talk about how good that was. So welcome back. Welcome. Happy Friday. Friday is a big day here because on Fridays we banter, and we have big shows here on Friday. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Crypto Man Run. I'm joined every single day by my sniper, and I have my own in-house sniper. I mean, this is like we're dealing with shit like this.
Ready?
Yeah, we are the only channel who have our own in-house sniper. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll tell you why you got to hit the subscribe button. So subscribe because only subscribers to our channel can win the banter bags. You know what the banter bags are. We took $10,000 or we take $10,000. We invest them in pre-market allocations. Those pre-market allocations come to market. They do 100x, they do 200x, and then we give it away to our community. In the last banter bags, we gave away 700,000. Today, we've only made one investment in the new banter bags. It's worth 100,000, 120,000, and it's going to be given to the community. And that investment, of course, is the Jira wallet, which was launched by CardStarter on Cardano. So that is why you need to subscribe to our channel. Also, because if you do subscribe to our channel, let's just have a look here. If you do subscribe to our channel, you would be one of 280,000. 280,000. Smash those subscribe buttons. Smash that subscribe button. Because Only subscribers can win the banter bags. Only subscribers can attend the free, yes, and I said it again, it's free, the free crypto school. We're making a lot of headway on crypto school. Crypto school is going to be launched very, very, very soon. It's going to be launched, I think, within the next 30 days. In the next 30 days, we are selecting 100 people to join the first class. And of course, that class is going to be free. There are, of course, some terms and conditions, but only subscribers to our channel can win. So we're going to be giving it away on our Instagram page and on our Twitter, but you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, you're going to unfortunately have to forfeit your seat. So yeah, guys, let's do this. I'm going to bring in the sniper. Sniper, what's up,
buddy? What's up?
What's up, buddy? Why do you look so happy, Sniper? Why do you look so happy?
Because you gotta be. I can't let the market just whoop my ass like that at times and not be able to know what to do next. So of course I'm happy.
Did you get an ass whipping?
Little bit. I think we all got ass whipping. And that's okay. You know what I mean? From where Bitcoin came from $3,000 to 60,000 and then back at 40,000, you know, we had to expect some strong pullback at some point. It happens. You know, we had two big dump events like this last year, and that's where I learned my lessons. And I've been through this, and I think we've all been through this. And this is where the importance of experience comes with trading. And by learning from experienced ones and joining a community with experienced traders, this is where the true benefits come to, because we've been through this. We've actually been through worse at times.
Can you do me a huge favor? Can you zoom out, take me so I can see the chart from January, possibly the daily chart, or I want to kind of put this into perspective for people, because I think sometimes we lose perspective. So sometimes we lose perspective. I mean, look where January is, and look where we are today. We started. I think the Bitcoin price in January was $6,000.
January.
Oh no, it was more. It was
25. Yeah, so it all started at the beginning. It was from October and that sort of region where we really started to accelerate. So from November is where we really went. When we broke that all-time high, the 2017 all-time high is when obviously we shot to the next level. But you know, this year alone, even if you do take it from 25, it basically went 200%, 250%. So it was all of those gains. And now we're getting a correction. And, you know, it happens in the market. The sad thing is I know a lot of people that just came into this market ended up there. And it's crappy and it's a shitty one, and you know it's not fun right now, but guess what, we've all just learned huge lessons again. And I know it's crappy to come into a losing market. I did it last year 100%, but you're going to be so far ahead of the other traders you don't even understand. You have to lose first. Why? Because then you realize that this isn't a game, that this is something you need to be dedicated to. You need to watch the shows. You need to be joining the school. You need to be joining these things to learn this skill. It takes you a little bit of time to adapt to the skill, but once you got the skill, you got it for life. And you learn how to survive, and you learn how to actually take advantage of areas like this. And it doesn't matter where you entered in the market. If you entered at the top, you entered at the bottom. There's so many different strategies and ways that you can actually work this market. But everyone's learned a skill now. Well, not a skill, but everyone's learned some big lessons. And now this goes onto your drawing board. It goes onto your rule board, your structure board. I'm so excited for the next week because we're going to be giving a little bit of hints to what's going to come to the school. And I actually want to focus on 5-10 minutes every day, just on a little clue every day to build your strategy and to build your structure and to get everyone to the same understanding. Because guess what? My ass got whipped as well in this last drop. I bought at 40, 42, 43. That's where I bought Bitcoin. And yes, we overextended and went to 30, but guess what? We're actually at that range right now. I even have Bitcoin that I bought at $50-something thousand. But this is where it all now comes down to the skill and how we start to work it. So I'm happy, Ryan. I'm excited, and I'm really, really excited for the next few months to come.
Okay, why are you excited? This is what I don't understand. So let's talk about where Bitcoin is now. Let's talk about the thesis for Bitcoin from where we're at. I've heard two schools of thought. So our friend Lee, Capitulation Lee, right? Capitulation Lee. I call him Capitulation Lee, but he hasn't capitulated. I'm just teasing him. He told me today, he phoned me today, he said he sold his car and he's going to be, because he thinks Bitcoin is going to 25,000. So he said, he says, Lee sold his car and he's putting all his money into Bitcoin. Okay. I mean, is 25,000 actually in play, Sheldon?
It can be, definitely, Ron. It can be the next step. Obviously, we need to, we're going to have a retracement from where we are now. We are going to have an attempt for the higher highs first. But the problem is that it was too far extended. This drop was too big, a little bit too big than what was it was supposed to be. The fear got in too much. And you know what? We're going to get to a stage now where it's going to take some time. And for a lower low, it is very possible for us to get a lower low. But what's so exciting about this sort of stage that we're getting to now is we're getting to a sort of cool down stage. But when I say cool down stage, it's actually a sort of sideways stage with a big range. You know, we think it's a small range, but we're talking about Bitcoin fluctuating between 30K, even let's say the low of 25K, or anyway, we'll get to that. And I think Lee will give a nice description a bit later on that as well. But what I actually mean by that is between 30K and 45K, you know, we're going to be playing in that range for a while, even if it's 25K, a little bit lower. But if you actually see the percentage difference in that range, we have to start getting used to swing trading now, and trading every few days, holding, then holding dollars for a few days, then holding Bitcoin for a full few days. And we need to start accumulating and building our whole portfolios in the stage. This is where we need, you remember, after any big events or any big movements in the market, we always need preparation for the next move. It's not just going to go up now and go absolutely crazy, which is good for us. This is where you guys learn, and this is where you build your coin counts. This is where you get skillful. So guess what? Next time we're in the next bull run and we're running, you know what to do, and you know how to take profits, and you know how to put your stop line, where to put it, and you know. So we are at such a crucial stage where we can make great money. We can drop our entry zones by way below, getting ready for the next move. And you're about to learn how to become a trader. How do you learn how to become a trader in a bull market? Because you just make money every day. Every day you just make damn money. So where's your lessons? How do you learn? How do you become a better trader? Because it's just so damn easy. And then that's what everyone wants these days. Easy money, easy, 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 easy. And now they've learned, oh shit, this actually comes with a little bit of skill. This actually comes with a little bit more understanding of the market, and I got to sit and learn. And it's the same as anything. Will you let a doctor come in and fix your body or do an operation on you with 2 weeks experience? Never. You know what I mean? You got to have experience in the market and understand. And I think, you know, there is possibilities we can go to those lower levels, definitely. But the excitement of the range that we are going to form now, and the way that we can actually build our accounts and really structure ourselves for the next leg. Because I agree with Lee 100%. Because what did he tell you there first? 25K. What did he tell you after that, Ran, at the end of the year?
Hold on. Lee, what happens after 25K?
How are you, Ran?
Lee, what happens
yeah.
after 25K?
Minimum 80, 200K, easy.
Okay, you know what I don't like about this bear market that we've had for 2 days now? We've had a 2-day bear market. You know what I don't like about it? Is people are salty. People are unhappy.
Yeah.
People are unappreciative. I mean, if we just look at the number of likes we've got, like there's 15,000 people watching with 6,700 likes. I mean, it just shows the bear market is so bad. People become so nasty and horrible. It used to be such a happy.
I agree. Yeah.
It becomes that sort of stage. And you know what, Rand, can I be honest with you? I love it. Because this is where people, you know, guess what? We are still watching every day, and we are building in this huge community. You know what? I'm sorry that we all feel like this and we're not happy in this market. But we're about to do something that's insane. And this is where you've just realized that you've got to put this effort in. So I know it's crappy and that, but I love it. This is where I know lives are going to really change. I had to get my ass. Lee, when you started trading, what happened? You had to get your ass whipped first before you took trading serious.
A lot of time.
Everyone had to get their ass whipped first. And now you're going to say, you know what, I need to actually do this. And guess what? 6 months time, half of you are going to be damn pro traders, because you're actually going to do it right. You're not just going to come into a market that's just going to pop you money, pop you dollar bills, whatever. You actually now got to work for your money. But what you don't understand is the whole world can shut down again. COVID can happen again. Everything can turn down. You can sit at home and attempt to still make money, to still live every day. You have a choice. Not that your boss can't pay you anymore, or there's no money in the business anymore. Sorry, you got to get a pay deduction. I can sit here and fight for my pay every day. It's a skill for life, and doesn't matter the situation in the world. You have a skill. So I know it's crappy, and I know everyone's feeling down, but in 2 weeks' time, everyone's back up. I'm telling you, we're going to get through this, and this is the best stage of the market.
Yeah, so this stage of the market, you have to be focused. You have to be super focused. In the old stage of the market, if you missed a trade then you could just ride it because it was going to go up, 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 up. But now, it's exactly what Sheldon said yesterday. When Bitcoin tested 42,000 yesterday, Sheldon said he's selling. What I said was, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to just chill and see what happens. Sheldon was right. Sheldon made 5% on his trade, 10% on his trade, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, went to
you know,
38.
yeah, 38. Yeah. And there's still, so I think we'll get into it now. I'm not sure if there's left to say before I jump into the charts. There's still definitely more short-term sort of downside farming stage. And that's what's powerful, guys. You know, it starts off a little bit, but yesterday, make 5% more Bitcoin. Cool. Today, or over this weekend, make another 6% more Bitcoin on a farming stage. Guys, I'm dropping my entries from the top, little bit down, little bit down, little bit down. You know, if we do this consistently for the next 2 weeks, because where are we at now, Lee? Where are we in the market now? We're in a sideways choppy stage.
Phase.
How many times do you see us going to 30,000 and then from 30,000 to 48,000 and then to 35 and then to 45? How many times do you, I can see that happening a lot. And if you start working out the percentages, guys, we'll get our Bitcoin entries to 10,000 again. I'm telling you.
As many times as the market maker wants to make it happen, you know, they can make it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, as many times as it needs to shake a lot of people out of the market before they pump it.
Well, look here quickly. Let me show you a quick example here. Just from the top here down there, you'll make 10% Bitcoin. This is on a 15-minute. This is what happened in the last day, guys. You'll make 10% more Bitcoin. To the top, 10% gains. To the bottom, 8% Bitcoin. Do you understand the market that we're in? Do you understand the choppiness that we're in? And this is what we're going to trade. It's hard to trade a bull run. It's hard to trade a bull market. It's hard because you don't know when the hell to get out and you don't know when the hell to buy back in. But when we go sideways and we're in a parallel stage, it's the best damn trading you can get because you have a channel, you have something to work with. Where a roof is, where a floor is, where a roof is, where a floor is. And what's lovely with support and resistance is we call a roof a resistance and we call a support the floor. And anytime we break a resistance, it always comes and tests us as a floor. So meaning that anytime we sell the tops here to try and make some Bitcoin, you know what happens, worst scenario, is it breaks through. So let's say, let me just clear here quickly, then I can redraw it. So let's say we break through. So we've just sold some Bitcoin at this point. There we go. Now it breaks through. It comes and tests. I buy my Bitcoin straight back, and it's a confirmation buy that I know we're going back up. Otherwise, it's going to go there and reject, and I will buy the bottoms. And that's exactly, and guess what? If we buy the bottom and it continues to dump, it will come back and test, and I'll sell again, and I'll continue back down. Do you see how beautiful it is now that we have structure in the market and not just this thing that goes straight to the damn roof? It's a lot easier.
But it's a lot more work. It's a lot more work. You can't just look at the price. It's a lot more work. I want to bring Rudo in. I want to try and get Rudo in because I think you know Rudo, my friend Rudo. How are you, my friend?
How's it, everybody?
Rudo,
Rudo.
I think you said something to me today. You said it's going to take a long time for this thing to recover. It's not going to happen instantaneously. It's not going to happen overnight. Tell me what your thinking is there.
Well, that's the thing. Looking at this big picture, so we zoom out a little bit and gain a little perspective of what's happening in the market and how we've been acting, you know, as a community. When we build these emotional phases, guys, and it starts. Maybe if you can bring my screen up there so slightly. I just want to share a little bit of a.
I'm going to bring your screen up, but on one condition that we don't see. Okay, this is this chart I can see. The other charts have got so many.
No. I filtered it out. Let's just first get a good foundation before we start building dream castles. Okay, so
guys,
when we look at
this isn't beer, by the way.
carry on. Right, guys. So Rand, we went through this journey, and I explained to you guys the first halving and how long it took from the first to that halving to peak out. And with all these emotional cycles going through, and the way that once we break the previous all-time high, which in 2013 was over there, and we start moving past, we create an optimism wave. But now look at the amount of emotion that led to that. You know, you were in months and months in disbelief. Is it going to really go up? Then that hope kicks in, and then it drives you into, and it tests the 1618, and then you kind of have the idea that optimism. Now, optimism does not make people believe, doesn't create the guarantee that we have. Now, let's just quickly zoom into where we were today and take stock of this. So I'm still sticking with my analysis on the macro scale, because we have yet not, given me any evidence that that is not the case. But we've experienced the whole bouquet of all these emotions in one day. Complacency, all the way down to anger and denial. But one day worth of bad news does not eradicate this whole buildup that started from 2019, December 2018, all the way to you can't reverse it in one day. You need weeks of complacency. You need a few weeks of anxiety, months of denial, maybe a couple of months of panic, and then you reach to that capitulation where everybody just says, the hell with this. I've been waiting for 6 months. Now my kid needs braces. I'm going to take this money, the hell with crypto market. And then it goes into anger. And then then the bear market is completed. It does not happen in one day, guys. So you can't switch sides that quickly, but we need to be responsible in where we look for our trading spots.
So, I mean, Rudo, using some interesting words here, because when I look at the corrections that we've had all the way up to the top of the bull market in 2017, all the way up to the bull market here in 2021, I saw very quick recoveries. So are you saying now that we are in a different cycle? In other words, I think the longest recovery that we had was 2 or 3 weeks. I think in 2017 it was about 30 days, which was a high back to beating that same high. Now, are you saying that that cycle is broken and now we're actually in a crypto winter of sorts? Because it sounds to me, from what you're saying, that this is not just a correction in a bull market. This is actually now we're riding out a crypto winter. This is like people have been burnt. They need to suffer for weeks, maybe a few months. Then we need to get some confidence back in the market. Are you saying that like this is now winter?
No. I'm not saying that this is a winter. What I'm saying is you can't create all these emotions. And I'm going to just zoom in here. Complacency, anxiety, denial in one day. And then let's say, okay, check. Now we're good. Now we're bearish. Those emotions, actually, that winter that we talk on, this longer term bear market, that needs to fester into the people's belief. They're like, crypto is bad. Crypto, one day of bad news doesn't change the whole community's outlook of it. And the diehards, the people that's got conviction, you talk about this yesterday, the people that's got conviction, the public that's got conviction. A true bear market means when those people turn their back on the market. And I don't see that happening yet.
There's more conviction now in the market than ever. Like there are,
Yes.
It's quite interesting because in this correction, no one has turned around and said, crypto doesn't work. Crypto is bad. Crypto.
Yeah. Oh, I told you so.
I told you so. Crypto is bullshit. No one's saying that. Actually, the only criticism that they've got is, okay, Bitcoin may not be as energy efficient as we initially thought it was, but the facts have dispelled that myth. Everyone says that they believe in DeFi. The numbers kind of speak for themselves. I don't think anybody can deny the fact that NFTs are going to work. I don't think anybody can deny the fact that Cardano may work. So I think the question is, like, I remember when we hit crypto winter. It was winter. It was Bitcoin's not never going to, it was cold. It was cold.
You know what? And the thing to add to that, Ren, the guys everyone was sort of bad mouthing. What's our biggest question we're getting right now? Can we buy? Can we buy now? So people are still like, they still want to know about this stuff. It's not like, screw crypto, screw Bitcoin, it's all a scam. That's when we know that we're in a different sort of market. Everyone is still intrigued. Is it time to buy?
But I'll tell you one thing. If we get another leg down, okay? So if we get 35 down to 25 or 40 down to 25, and we get a prolonged bear, when I say prolonged, anything more than 30, 35 days, then I think that question of should I buy is going to slowly fizzle out. So I think we're now at we're in a very critical time now. We need good news, and we need good news now. And if we're not going to get good news, then we need to have a dip now to make Bitcoin so cheap that people that are sitting on the sidelines go, this is it. I'm selling my car.
You know,
The thing to add to that, Rand, and maybe what you say is we need that good news. We almost don't want the good news because the good news is going to bring out all those hype again. We need to almost say the market, and that's where we need to have the sideways. We need that farming stage where things are now going to just slow down. That hype news is going to almost be detrimental to it because it's going to bring new people, give them hope, and then destroy that hope again. And then give new people, give them hope, destroy that hope again.
That will
I'm going to turn my back on it. Now, new investors and the institutional investors, they work on a premise that they've got patient money. Now, trading is moving money from the impatient to the patient person. Now, that patient money, if you think about that, Rand, is going to slowly buy and accumulate and absorb this. And as long as that money is still interested in crypto, we're going to have to be with them. We're going to trade with them, although it doesn't look good on the charts at the moment.
So you're saying the charts don't look good. Lee, are you also saying the charts don't look good?
It looks excellent for me. I'm excited about the chart on BTC. I mean, long term, I'm just going to show you guys before I start with bearish news or whatever. Long term, I'm seeing this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for at least 88 and 100K. And I'm predicting this is going to happen in December and January next year. Like in 2017, the last few months of 2021 is going to be like fireworks, and everybody's going to forget to sell, like Rudo says all the time. And this is when we come and say, guys, take your profit, secure your investment, take your profit out, think about taking profit. And this is when people is going to hate us again, because maybe we're not going to call the top. And I mean, it's going to be very difficult to call the top. But when you tell people to take the profit, they don't like you because they're maybe going to lose a few percentages of gain. No one knows the top except those market makers. They know when to stop when they want to stop the drop, or to which level they want to pump it. Okay, so always take the profit, and also put your stop loss. To come back to what you said, Sheldon, at the beginning, I was exactly at the same situation when I started trading. I was following signals, I was following people. When everything was running smooth and nicely, I was making a lot of money. He was the god, he was the hero. The day that I started losing money, I mean, I hated that guy because it was his fault why he called that thing. I mean, I'm paying these guys and I was paying these guys for signal. I was assuming that he must be good and he must know what he's doing, which at the end of the day, everything was, wrong. And what that makes me, I wanted to become a trader. I learned my own strategy, and now I am the only one who is to blame if everything goes wrong. Okay, so no one, like I said, no one knows what the market is going to do. The market is it's going to do what it's going to do, and it's going to shake out the most people at every single stage, as many people as it can. So now coming back to the chart, I'm just going to go to one of any coin. For example, UMA. I had a fun bet with one of my friends. When UMA went there, as I told to my friend, take profit. And luckily he got out. And when we lost this level, I had a bet with one of my friends. I said, we're going to go to $20, between $13 and $20. He laughed at me because at one stage we were still sitting at 30 something and $30. I said, okay, if I win, we're going to go for a stake. And which, by the way, if you are listening to the show, I'm still waiting for the stake. But basically after that, this is where we went, 618786. So if you know how to play with your fib level, guys, this is the easiest strategy to learn and to apply. When you take any coin, any price, any chart, from bottom to the top, you come back, you lost 38.2, close 1 or 2 daily candle, 3 daily candle, weekly candle below that 38.2, you can buy back at 618786. It is one of the guidelines that works all the time, almost all the time. Let's not say all the time because
hold on. I want to address what happened to Rudo. Oh, we lost Rudo. I think he will come back. I see we lost him. I can see him in the other office. Okay, I want to ask you a question. We have two kinds of people in the community. The one kind of person in the community held throughout the dip and is sitting with a little bit of cash. Would you recommend that they deploy the cash now, or would you recommend that they wait?
I would personally wait for that 27,000, 17,000 later in. I'm not gonna tell you what is the bottom between these two boxes, but later in at that stage. And what Michael Saylor says, what you said, Ran, yesterday, it's 100% correct. We are here on the long term. You buy your Bitcoin for your children, for your future generation. If you are here to make quick money, you are in the wrong group. We are not giving you signals. We are not giving you to buy here and make quick money. In cryptocurrency, if you think you're gonna be rich the next day, it's totally that is the totally wrong idea for me. So if you buy Bitcoin, lock it, put it away. Whether you buy it at 30,000, 27,000, 17,000, lock it away for your future generation. And that's, like Rudo says, buy a piece of land for your future generation.
I want to address what's actually going on out there, the questions that I'm getting all day. So, question number one, if I have some cash to deploy, is now the right time to deploy? And I'm going to call up an email here, which I'm trying to see if I can call it up without actually revealing the person's name, because I think it's very, very, very important. But I mean, going back to it, so if you have a little bit of cash now, would you be deploying it?
I would not.
No, not yet. There's no higher high. There's no reversal. We've only just got through this whole damn dump. Not yet.
I will wait for my localization, the 618, 78 box, 786 box. Or you have this trend line on the daily. You want to be on the other side of the trend line, so we change the momentum from bearish to bullish, and then after that, with the confirmation, you can buy. Okay,
next. People that didn't listen to us, they sold. Rudo, your microphone is on the wrong mic. You're trying to go through your laptop mic. It's causing a bit of feedback. If you could just change to your headphone mic, that would be amazing.
Yeah, go to mic, go to audio, choose your mic, and choose the third settings. You'll see it.
Okay, so now I'm going to read you an email, and this is I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I think it's good to mention the guy's name.
I don't need to. Yeah.
Hi, my name is. I've been a fan of Crypto Banter for a few months. I love the content and the guys. Keep up the good work. I invested some cash a month ago without my wife knowing, and all was good at first. Green percentages on my asset. I was like, damn, I'm going to make good profit and surprise my family. It'll be amazing. Oh, it was amazing indeed. A total disaster. A total mistake from a crypto noob. Someone who didn't listen. The big drop happened, and I sold. I sold, and I lost a lot. Now I'm trying to hide desperately from my wife. I'm a guy standing on a crossroads, not knowing what the next step should be. Trying to stay positive, but it's very difficult. We'll continue to follow you guys, amazed that you're trustworthy and loyal community. We'll follow you, and most important, we'll listen more carefully. I'm sure that this is one person that is in that position that actually sold, was over-leveraged, sold, and took a loss.
I think there's actually a lot of them, Ran. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people that are sitting in that boat. And the best way to take this is we are sitting in the sideways market. Is I'll take up to 30% of the capital that's remaining, and I'll work for that damn money back. We are still in a range to make. Remember that you have your two portfolios. You got a trading portfolio, you got a long-term portfolio, a hodling portfolio. That trading portfolio is where we get into action now. Because what we are saying here, and Lee and Rudo, please jump in if possible. I see us making a lot of money in the next month because we have a range. And the fact that we have a range is a great... I'll go for it, Lee.
Be careful, because we are in this wave 4 where everything, the direction of the price action can change at any time. And why it's going to change? Because of the leverage position. So the biggest mistakes now, guys, is to go on leverage and try to leverage your trade 2x, 3x, 10x, or 100x. In order to make that money back. It's called revenge trading.
This is not a leverage market. Not a leverage market.
At that stage, quit leverage. Don't do leverage trade. Stick with the spot position. Same strategy. Buy at the bottom in that box, or break up the trend and buy on the other side when we change them up the bullish or to the bullish momentum. But please, guys, don't go to, even if you sell Shadow on me, we're gonna give you the trades. There's always, nothing is 100% guaranteed. So don't take those trades to a leverage platform.
There are going to be so many opportunities now to make more coins. But as we said in the beginning of the show, you have to focus. This is not a sit back and chill market. This is a market where you got to get in and you got to get out, and you got to get in and you got to get out, and you got to get in and you're going to get out. And unfortunately, it's going to be a slow process to get people back to where they were. They will get back there, but it's a slow and hard work process. And the truth is, if you're not ready for the hard work, get out now. But if you want to, we're going to be here. I'll tell you what to do.
He can still surprise his family for Christmas period.
there's going to be enough time.
definitely.
You just need to be patient. And
the problem is now we can't see, we don't know.
Over a scale of time, and park the greed. Put the greed aside. Take a little bit of profits. If you have 10% gains every day, or every trade, over 100 trades, you'll be sitting with $1 million. You can take $100 to $1 million with 10 trades, compounding 10% growth. Now, how does it get better than that, guys?
Okay, but hold on. So I agree with you. I also want to say the following: for this market to turn bullish, it's going to be super quick. I tell you, if we get 2 or 3 days of buying, and this price goes up to 46, 47, 48K, the entire market sentiment is going to change and people are going to start to FOMO in. So, I mean, I've seen this before. It's a case of we have to sit. We're either going to ride out another dip. And if we are, just have diamond hands, just chill. Don't do anything. Don't sell if another dip comes. And then it is 2 or 3 or 4 days of buying. And this thing takes off like a rocket again. FOMO starts all over again. I'm not going to tell you what happens after that, whether it goes up or down. That depends on the key levels. But what I am saying to you is it happens super quickly. Sentiment changes super quickly.
What happens if Elon puts out a tweet and something goes berserk? You know what I mean? That's the problem that we are in this world. So you have to be prepared for both at any stage, definitely. And I think, Ryan, if we want to maybe jump here to the charts quickly, I can show.
I would say before you jump in the chart, that is the sentiment I'm fearing basically in the market. If, like you said, Elon put a tweet out there, we jump to 48, 52, even 60K. People is gonna jump back in because they thought I missed the opportunity of buying the dip, and now it's gonna go without me. So I mean, at that time, I'm gonna maybe start fighting with Rudo and Sheldon again. I say, guys, be careful, take your profit. Maybe this is a dead cat bounce, and we're gonna go back lower. You know. But at the end of the day, we need to watch the chart, the momentum, the trend lines, and when we have confirmation we're breaking something, always be careful. And then we're gonna trade with stop loss and protect your asset and try to get the best of the market.
Yeah, Rob, you got diamond hands, my friend. All right, Sheldon, let's go through the chart and then let's cut the stream. We'll see everybody back here on the banter, the Friday banter.
Yeah, I think it's just to give a good understanding for the weekend, guys, and what we're looking at. So where we did say I didn't actually buy back many of my Bitcoin that I sold into dollars yesterday. So I'm 50% in Bitcoin and 50% in cash for the farming opportunity because the low I still don't think is set in for the short term. Remember, we happened very quickly down to the zone, and me and Lee and Rudo, we all went through the charts this morning, and we're looking that 37 is a very key zone. Between 35 and 37 is a key zone where I'm buying back some of that Bitcoin. The only reason I'm saying the downside is still very much there is firstly, we have a wedge that's forming. We haven't broken any resistances just yet. And the big problem that we have over here is there's the high and the others there. So we can see clearly that we are not making any higher highs. There's no reversal just yet to say that we are going to attempt that 48,000, 50,000 level, because that is the next target. So what I'm looking at is I'm still sitting at the zone. Yesterday, we said between 42 and 44,000 is where I'm selling off a bit of my coins. And I'm buying back when Bitcoin gets between, it was a bit lower yesterday, it's a little bit higher now, between 35 and 37. So my goal this weekend is to get this little farming stage in play. And once we get this little farming stage, buying up that zone, then we are going to start moving up to the 47,000, 49,000, that sort of region.
Selling?
Now,
I'm selling.
Just before you jump, then we're selling definitely. But we'll get there. Let's first take step for step at a time. Now, secondly, guys, we are going to be very active this weekend with the Twitter and the Instagram on when I'm buying back my Bitcoin, when I'm selling my Bitcoin for the sort of farming stage. Remember, if trading is confusing and you're not just there yet, take 5% and learn with 5%. If you're inexperienced, by taking 100% of your money and putting it on the line, it's actually your fault. And then that's really, really true, because you don't know what you're doing, but you're putting all your money on the line. You know what I mean? Learn the skill, take 2 weeks, take a little percentage of your money. The market will always be here. There's a lot of farming. We have 2 months of this, guys. We have a lot of time to do this. Take a little portion of it, get good with a small portion, and then start putting bigger money in. But if you're taking 100% of your money and you're trying all these new things and you lose, because there's no one else to blame but you for putting everything on the line every single day.
Are you going to take 100% of your money and trade that way, Sheldon?
Never.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm taking maximum 50%, because what if in case we are all wrong and the market goes crazy? You know, then I still have my 50% of Bitcoins that I bought at 40, 45,
and then we can buy the rest on a confirmation
and
bar.
you can still go and we're still making profit.
So remember, yeah, guys, so that the whole goal here now is to get the farming. And once we get up to the top, remember, we always have two. So that's why it's important. Get on the Instagram. I hope we got the link there, Ran. Please have the Instagram and have that in, because I'm going to help you guys through this process. And what the goal is, if Bitcoin does, we've now sold a little bit of our Bitcoin now to buy the farming stage. And now all of a sudden, Bitcoin decides to pump. It's going to come down, test support, and it's going to move, and we're going to buy back at the exact same place that we sold. But then we know it's a confirmed buy that we are going to the 49,000. So we have so much to learn in the next few weeks together, and for us to do this together. If you're still confused, and it's easy, small amounts of money, and let's trade this market together. But remember, a bull market is hard to trade. A sideways market is one of the best markets to trade.
All right,
we can find those spots. You know, we can have a look at all these entries, and with these confirmations, you're going to ladder in small buys every time, and at some stage, you're going to see we're going to be sitting back at that 37,000 average buy-in on Bitcoin, and that's going to be a great feeling for you going forward. And then that still ties in with the original analysis. You know.
All right, guys, love you all, madly. I think let's end it here. Let's have because I want to keep the YouTube the algorithm on our side. So love you guys all madly. Thank you, Rudo. Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much, my brother, my blood.
Be safe out there, guys, and I'll see you all on Monday. Remember Instagram and Twitter. I'll see you guys on the weekend. Cheers.
Follow us on Twitter, CryptoManRan and Sheldon_Sniper, and follow us on Instagram because that's where we're giving away Crypto Banter School. We will see you again 10 a.m. EST, which isn't like 3 hours. And we're going to bring you the Friday banter. The big question on the Friday banter, well, is the bull market over? And this time, much more from a fundamental point of view. We're going to be looking at what the fundamental drivers are. And there are a few fundamental drivers that we need to look at, which tell us that, I don't want to give it away. So tune in for the Friday banter later. I'll see you again, 10 a.m. EST. Until then, my friends, trade well.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.